First at 5:30, a live look outside at Palm Beach International Airport. Right now, state lawmakers are getting closer to passing a bill that would allow for the airport to be renamed after President Trump. Good evening. I'm Tiffany Kenny.
I'm Todd McDermott. Thanks for joining us. Now, a private company that controls President Donald Trump's intellectual property portfolio has filed trademark applications seeking exclusive rights to use his name as the brand of the West Palm Beach Airport.
The new trademark filing is raising questions about branding, public infrastructure, and presidential power. Reporter Rachel Williams joining us live from PBIA. And Rachel, you spoke with a trademark attorney. What are they saying about the filings?
Tiffany, I spoke with trademark attorney Josh Gerben, who calls these filings unprecedented because the airport names normally come out of the governmental body who owns or manages the facility.
You've not had a sitting president of the United States try to file a trademark application for name of an airport or another big public institution that they're trying to rename after themselves. I mean, just that fact pattern alone, that just hasn't happened before.
The company behind the filings is called DTTM Operations LLC. And just last week, the company filed 3 federal trademark applications for a few different names. Those names are President Donald J. Trump International Airport, Donald J. Trump International Airport, and DJT.
Based on an intent to use basis to use those trademarks in connection with an airport, and then also merchandise that could be sold. You think of shirts, hats, bags, suitcases, things like that.
The Trump Organization sent this statement to WPBF 25 News saying, quote, "To be clear, the president and his family will not receive any royalty, licensing fee, or financial consideration whatsoever from the proposed airport renaming." The airport renaming bill currently in the Florida legislature requires a license agreement from the Trump Organization allowing Palm Beach County to use his name for the airport.
If these airports are renamed, the contract should be reviewed carefully. We want to make sure that if Trump Org is licensing these names, that it's being done in a capacity that the public is finds acceptable.
The Trump Organization also says it has always been willing to rename the airport after the president at no charge. Gerben says trademark applications move really slowly and they won't be reviewed for another 5 to 6 months. But for now, I'm live in West Palm Beach. Rachel Williams, WPBF 25 News.